terrific, and that's how the two team 19. Round number 1 underway.
That's exactly what you're going to see from Gore. You're going to see tenacity and hard work. He's not going to wait. He's going to maintain a good pace against Montes.
You know, Montes has the nickname Russo Jr.
Yeah.
It's a funny story because he has no Russian descent in his background. But his dad was a fighter, Jose Montes, and he resembled a little Ivan Drago, and he picked up the little Russian moniker, although he kind of chuckled when we brought it up to him at the fighter meetings.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. It's based on his boxing style. You know, he's going to stand right there in front of Gore and try to press him all night. And I guess it reminds a lot of people of that Russian style that Drago had in that Rocky movie.
Good jab there by Yeritsyan. Earlier he had connected with a good hook, the left hand.
I haven't seen enough Armenian fighters to know if they have a certain style or a certain way to fight, but right off the bat, seeing his jab and his snapping and the hands are down, I got a feeling that that's something a lot of the Armenians do.
Freddie Roach watching Gore Yeritsyan. Well, you have Vic Darchinian and Artur Abraham, of Armenian descent, guys that have won world titles.
Yeah, Vanez is someone I watched come in when I was going for the Olympic Games. He fought in the quad right before me, and one weight class below mine, I believe. And so I know Vanez very well. I've seen Vanez. I've never sparred with Vanez.
Stop. Separate from each other.
But
Separate.
that is something I know about the Armenian fighters. They're rough and hard and rugged. They're gonna fight hard for however long the fight is. This one being 8 rounds.
Usually a lot of depth.
Let each other go. Let each
on
other
the
go. Come on, your hands are free,
international
fellas.
amateur
Work at it, I
level
think.
as well.
Stop, stop. Separate from each other. Box.
Artur Grigorian, another WBO lightweight champion.
Go rips to the body well. Big left hook to the body there, and then a straight jab to the body.
My training regimen and teaching these fighters straight from Freddie Roach himself.
Always great to see the Hawaiian Punch in person. Back to you, Bob.
Yeah, he was the 1999 USA Boxer of the Year, having won the National Amateur Championship at 106 pounds. He won the 1999 National Golden Gloves and won the 1999 World Amateur Championship as well.
Yeah,
quite
buddy.
a year.
2000 was the Olympic quad he was on, and that was one of my favorite Olympic teams to watch. I remember looking up to those guys, and you know, Freddie. The history of boxing has to be handed down. I think Freddie has chosen an excellent pupil in the Hawaiian Punch.
So when we talked to Montes yesterday, he said, look, I got to fight my style. Not kidding anybody. The Mexican style from Los Mochis. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Where's the pressure right now?
Well, honestly, it's there. He's walking Gore down, even though he's wearing some punches coming in. Gore is starting to slow down a little bit and take steps back, and that's what Montes wants.
Let's go to Kern in the corner of Gore Yeritsyan.
Of course, the legendary Freddie Roach in the red corner with Gore Yeritsyan. The instructions after round 1, double jab, right hand, be first. You are the boss in there. You control this fight. Don't let him take control of this fight. So both stylistic advice and also
let him go, Gore. That's you
advice
holding. Gore, your left arm. Let him go. Pull your arms out of there. Let each other go. Montes, let him go. Suéltelo. Stop, stop, stop. Come on, guys. Let each other go.
Definitely not going to disagree with Freddie Roach. I think that what he means by don't allow him to get control is, even though you're stepping back, even though you're boxing, keep letting your hands go and keep touching this guy.
Freddie loves the work ethic he's seen in Gor Yeritsyan. And here's a guy who came from Armenia in a good amateur program with a decent foundation. He has a victory over Brian Ceballo, who we just saw in the fight before be victorious in Germany a few years back by decision. Said he respects Ceballo's game as a good boxer, but it was Yeritsyan who got the judge's nod.
That's pretty impressive, man. That could be a match we see down the line. I'm not the matchmaker here, but I'm just saying. Woo.
I'm in. Let's do it.
I love the body attack by Gor. I like to see more of that. He's digging down, solar plex shots. I haven't seen any liver shots yet, but definitely the solar plex and a wide hook coming right around the right glove of Montes.
Let each other out. Come on. Your arms are free, fellas. Gor, let him go.
Come to the end of round number 2. Gor Yeritsyan. 3-punch combination there to the torso.
Right hook to come around the right glove of Montes, and then he's throwing jabs just like that. You cannot abandon the jab.
Round number 3 scheduled for 8.
And then there's defense, and I like it. He's stepping around. He's using the whole ring. A lot of people think that if the guy who's being aggressive is the guy who's controlling the ring, but sometimes when you can use the ring and use defense, you're the guy, in fact, who's controlling the ring.
Stop. I break. Step
Well,
away
you
from
use
each
your
other.
opponent's aggression against them ultimately, and there's a lot to like certainly about Yeritsyan's game. I was talking to Freddie Roach earlier. Kind of reminds me as a stand-up, strong counterpuncher, good boxer of Victor Postal, the very talented 140-pound contender who Freddie has trained in recent fights.
Yeah.
Freddie agreed. He's got that Eastern European toughness for sure, but also very polished,
away from each other.
nice counterpunching, knows what he's doing in there.
And I've seen that from Freddie. Freddie works with guys who have the same type of styles. I think for Freddie, it kind of makes sense to him. He knows what he got out of that guy. He's going to be able to pull that out of you, too. That's what he's doing with Gordon.
Blood from the nose of Montes. Good combination, and then a good jab by Yeritsyan.
Montes is strong, man. He's eating these punches, and he's continuing to come forward.
Montes is
a fighter.
He's been in there with some very big names, but I think the problem, he doesn't move his head enough when he comes in. The times that he does it, he is very dangerous because he can let punches go quickly in small spaces. But if he's going to walk in a straight line, he's going to be wide open for these right hands.
And I'm not sure what the disconnect is there, because when you're able to make a guy miss and then throw punches, you kind of want to do that every time you can do it, you know? So why would you just walk up on the guy the way that Montes chooses to do? And big counters right there, kind of right hand and the left hook.
Sometimes, Sean, it is in the water. We know that Montes from Los Mochis in Sinaloa, Mexico. You want to talk about a reputation, the Jorge Arces, the Fernando Montiels of the world, and that's just 2 of them.
Yep.
Mexican style we like to use as a slang term.
Yep.
It's come forward.
And break. Step away from each other.
Eat 2 or 3 to land your 2 or 3 of your own. It is the Mexican way in many ways.
Yep, and I guess the question now is, can Montes land those shots, and can he continue to take the punishment that he's taking? That right there, simple boxing. Off 4 of those punches landed. He threw a jab and then a hook right off of the jab.
Let each other go.
Work
Work at it. Come on, guys. Your hands are free. Push off each other.
Boxing.
Push off each other.
Another strong round for Gor Yeritsyan.
Big straight right hand and counter left hook. And he beats his chest and keeps walking.
Pretty dominant club under the tutelage of Freddie Roach.
Freddie has taken a lot of very good fighters and he made them great. Right there, Amir Khan was definitely one of those fighters.
That's it. These are hard shots Gor Yeritsyan is landing, and you're seeing he's sitting down on them a little bit more, adding a little bit of the miles per hour to the fastball here. It feels like he sees an opening in Montes.
Yep, and right now it's just about a matter of the distance and the range. And when you see him use his feet, he just got to create that distance and that range. Right there, the jab, about 3 or 4 of them, was simply to keep that range right there.
Steve
Doc,
Smoger
I got something
giving all
on the
3
ear.
rounds
I'll take a look at it in a minute.
Gor Yeritsyan.
No arguments from me.
I think if you were a Montes family member, it would be hard to disagree with that score at this point.
Stop. Don't push him. Don't push him down. Come here, man. Okay? Box. It's coming from the inside, it looks.
Talking about the left ear of Montes. There's obviously blood coming from his nose as well. Oh, good left, right. And then Yeritsyan puts them together.
Wow. And he shakes his head, and then he just gets right back on his trot to come forward.
That can be the universal sign, Sean, for that hurt me a lot, even though I'm telling you it didn't.
Not with Montes. With Montes, he's just letting you know, like, hey, I'm still here. He's not. I don't think he's saying. Yeah, he's saying I'm not hurt. He's saying I'm still here. You know.
Stop. My break.
Most times that's what it means. It means I felt you touch me, and I'm still here. But this time, Montes means business. You know, I don't think he has the boxing ability to keep up with Gore.
Certainly proven track record of toughness, though. We talked about his father earlier, Jose Luis Montes, former fighter himself, had 48 pro fights. Fought Juan Manuel Marquez in 1994, lost by knockout in Mexico City. A little bit of a journeyman 140-pounder, but he was tough as nails. He has great hair, as we know, our own Curran Batia showcasing all the time around here.
Stop.
There
My
it
break. The back.
What does Gore need to do? I would say go to the body. You got a guy who's taking everything you got to the head. Keep going to the body.
Pumps out the jab, lands both. Combination to the head.
Oh,
Uppercut.
Big uppercut.
Lands. There's the body shots.
There you go.
Gore has so many tools from that mid-range stance. He can hit you with the uppercut. He can put together combinations.
And he can step around. He can find an angle and throw an uppercut. I like to see him stay greedy like he is this round. Moving forward, he might get a knockout.
Dominant fourth round for Gore Yeritsyan.
Valiantly, he's in a dangerous position now. His ear is bleeding. He hasn't won a round. And Jack is like, show me something this round or I'm going to stop it. Got to take care of the fighters.
And that's smart.
Yeah,
that is smart.
Take care of the fighters.
Round number 5 begins. All Yeritsyan.
We saw that earlier tonight with the female fight. The girl lost 3 rounds. There's nothing you can do. Stop the fight and live the fight another day. And if you're Gore, you recognize that the referee's worried. Give him something to be concerned about. Put your foot on the gas pedal, get greedy, and start letting your hands go.
That shows you the knowledge and maturity in Yeritsyan. He's not coming out here with soft jabs. He's coming out here to end the fight right now.
Stop. Nobody punch.
I think right now he's just being patient to find that big moment. I expect to see a moment in this round.
Yeritsyan has been able to control the pace of this fight, dictate the terms, control the ring.
Oh, big right hand.
Good right hand, right to the face of Montes.
Interesting enough, a guy in Montes, you can't make a guy miss, but you choose to put your hands down and not carry them above at your face so that you can block them.
Brandon Adams, Sonny Duberson coming up in our main event.
You hear Freddie say, back him up. Freddie knows what time it is.
These are hard, clean right hands Gore is landing one after another.
It's not, Gore is not just touching him, he's hitting Montes. Every punch counts at this point, too.
Let's see if Yeritsyan here in the final 40 seconds of round number 5 picks up the pace just a little bit more and gives Jack Reese more to think about. Good combination there.
You're just not seeing any attempt to go to the body from Montes. It's doing nothing to slow down this big train in front of him.
Yeah. And the big weapon for Gore is a 1-2 and a right hand.
Counter right followed by a left. Another right gets in there.
This could be the last round for Montes.
Yeah, I mean, at this point.
Yeah, Jack is not going to let you just play with the fighter. He's gonna look out for that fighter, understanding that he won't win a round, he won't win the fight.
Stop.
saying, let's go. We should get some action here.
Well, and guys, you know, sometimes you've got to protect the athlete from themselves, and we know where Montes is from, Los Mochis, and sort of the style of fighting, pressure of the Mexican fighter. And
Stop.
Yep, there it is.
there it is. That's it. Jack Reese was not going to let it continue.
An accumulation of punches forces referee Jack Reese to step in and call a halt to the action with an official time of 18 seconds of round number 6, declaring the winner by way of knockout, still undefeated, Yeritsyan.